Hey everyone, Todd Livingston with Johnson Livingston here with my partner Blake. We handle a lot of car accidents, so we get questions of those, do a lot of videos on those. But one thing we also want to address was dog bites. A lot of people have dog bites and they're kind of unsure on what to do once they've been bitten by a dog.
Yes, and I'm going to speak from personal experience on this because you probably can't see it very well, but I actually got bit by a dog when I was younger and had to get some stitches on my hand, and so I have first-hand account of what that entails. And I remember one of the first things the doctor said is, I guess there's an old saying that a dog's mouth or dog bite isn't that big a deal, or it's clean. And he made sure I knew that was not the case, and then he went ahead and had to clean it out. I remember it was like almost like one of those little sponge things that you give a newborn a bath with, and it had like bristles, it had thick bristles. And I remember him just rubbing this open dog bite wound. It hurt quite a bit, but they had to clean it out. Obviously the concern was infection. And so, dog bites are not something to just kind of brush away or sweep under the rug. If it's punctured the skin and it's bleeding, then you do have this possibility of infection, and that needs to be taken care of.
Going to those clinics, they obviously aren't free, and so you gotta there's costs associated with that, and so that's where you can come in as attorneys. We can help out getting those costs taken care of, because the way it works in Utah is dog bites are strict liability, meaning the responsibility is on the dog, or the culpability.
It's kind of a no-fault thing. It doesn't matter what the circumstances were. A claim can be made against the insurance for that benefit. They cover that. And so you don't need to worry about any medical bills you'll incur. Obviously, if you've been bitten, it's punctured the skin, at the very least go get it checked out. Make sure there's no problem festering there. And then the other thing, a common concern is, well, it was my neighbor's dog or my cousin's dog. That's where it's important to know how insurance works and that they have that benefit. So it's not actually the owner of the dog that ends up having to pay this. It's the insurance will step in and protect you from that. So common misconception about that, but it's not a situation where you are trying to go after or sue your cousin or your neighbor or whoever it might be.
A lot of people think it has to happen within the home in order for the homeowner's insurance to cover that, and that's not the case. Walking on the sidewalk, anything like that, a park, the homeowner's insurance will still step in and take care of that. And so you do have a claim for that, and that just helps getting these medical bills taken care of. People ask us a lot of times about how that happens. Is that coming out of the owner's pocket or anything? And that's why we have insurance, especially homeowners insurance. In a situation like this, that's where the homeowners insurance steps in, and we can make a claim for them to get your medical bills taken care of and any pain and suffering. And also, it's quite common to go to the clinic, but even there's mental trauma assigned a lot of times, especially with kids when they're bitten by dogs. So that's important to address too, because we all love our furry friends, and we want our kids to grow up loving those furry friends too, and getting that addressed. My question though for you, Blake Johnson, is what happens if you're bit by a human?